Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I wish to thank you, the inhabitants of this great city, Philadelphia. You are so kind, enthusiastic in taking part in this movement, so I am very much obliged to you. I am especially obliged to the American boys and girls who are helping me so much in spreading this Krishna consciousness movement in the Western countries. I was ordered by my spiritual master to preach this Krishna consciousness in the Western countries. So in 1965, I first came in New York. Then in 1966, this society was regularly registered in New York, and from 1967, this movement is regularly going on in America, Europe, Canada, and south of Pacific Ocean, Australia, and throughout the whole world. So, I may inform you little about this movement, Krishna consciousness. Krishna, this word, means all attractive. Krishna is attractive to every living entity. Not only human being, even the animals, birds, bees, trees, flowers, fruits, water. That is the picture of Vrindavan. This is material world. We have no experience of the spiritual world, but we can get a glimpse idea what is spirit and what is matter. Just try to understand the difference between a living man and a dead body. The dead body means as soon as the living force within the body is gone, then it is dead matter, useless. And so long the living force is there, the body is very important. So as we experience in this body, there is something as dead matter and something as living force. Similarly, there are two worlds, the material world and the spiritual world. We living entities, every one of us, we belong to the spiritual world. We do not belong to the material world. Somewhere or other, we are now in contact with this material world and material body, and the business is that although we are eternal living force, on account of our contact with this material body, we have to take four tribulations: birth, death, disease and old age. That we have to undergo. In this material world, we are getting one type of body and it is ended at a certain stage just like any material thing. Take for example of your dress. You are dressed with a certain type of garment, but when it is worn out, no more usable, then you throw it, you get another dress. So, this material body is the dress of the spirit living force. But because we are attached to this material world, we want to enjoy this material world, we get different types of body. It is explained in the Bhagavad Gita as machine. Actually it is machine, this body. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Ishara sarvabhutanam riddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani jantra rurani mayaya. So, we living entity, we desire. Man proposes, God disposes. God is very kind. Whatever you desire, He will fulfill. Although He says that this kind of material desires will never satisfy you. But we want. Therefore, God supplies us, Krsna, different types of body to fulfill our different desires. This is called material conditional life. This body, change of body according to desire, is called evolutionary process. By evolution, we come to the human form of body through many other millions bodies, Jalajanam Lakhani Sthavara Lakhavingsati. We pass through 900,000 species of form in the water. Similarly, 2 million forms as plants, trees. In this way, by nature's way, nature brings us into this human form of life just to develop or awaken our consciousness. Nature gives us the chance. Now what you want to do? Now you have got developed consciousness. Now you again want to go to the evolutionary process, or you want to go to the higher planetary system, or you want to go to God, Krishna, or you want to remain here. These options are there. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Janti deva brata devan pitrin janti pitrin brataha bhute ja janti bhutani madjajinopi janti mam. Now make your selection. If you want to go to the higher planetary system, you can go. If you want to remain here in the middle planetary system, you can do so. And if you want to go to the lower planetary system, that you can do. And if you want to go to God, Krishna, that also you can do. It is up to your option. Therefore, what is the difference between this material world, maybe in the higher planetary system or in the lower planetary system, and what is the spiritual world? The spiritual world means there is no material consumption. Everything is spirit, as I told you. The trees, the flowers, the fruits, the water, the animals, everything is spiritual. So there is no annihilation. It is eternal. So if you want to go to that spiritual world, then you can have this opportunity now in this human form of life. And if you want to remain in this material world, you can do so.